defected squishies. And before you go think like, how can she ruin her squishies like that? A lot of these squishies were some of my first squishies, and some of them are just, they get defected easily when you squish them. So yeah, but before we get started, I just wanted to say when I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing lots of fun things. So definitely go down and subscribe, and yeah, and also these are in no particular order, so let's just get right. So the first squishy on my list is this Hebrew Colossal Bread, and I got this in an Amazon squishy package, and a lot of people who have this, and if you do have this, you may know that it gets defected super easily because it's so soft, but I still really love this squishy, even though it gets defected super easily. As you can see, like in between like the braids, it gets defected, but I really like this squishy. Next up is this squeezable seal, no, not seal, narwhal. So it is a squeezable narwhal, and it had a horn, and the horn fell off, and the tail fell off, and this is because this is like my friend's favorite squishy, like a lot of my friends, so when they come, they usually squish this a lot, and I don't have a problem with that, but because it's been squished so many times, the horn fell off and the tail fell off, so it is also very ripped. However, but you know, it's actually fun to squish still, so I still really like this squishy. Next up on the list, I have this rainbow strawberry that I got in a Bing squishy package, which will be in the iCard, and the top is super ripped. I don't know how that happened, but it did. And the little stem fell off, but I still really love to squish this squishy. Just because they're defective doesn't mean I hate them. So. Next up, I have this pug squishy, and this is just like a random squishy, and it had like this bubble, like not bubble, but like I don't know what it had, but it was just like the ears like hollow, so it ripped, and there's a lot of like defects on the face. This isn't one of my favorite squishies, but it's cute. Next up, I have this unicorn squishy, which has also been through quite a bit because it's super soft and fun to squish, so it's been squished many times. So the neck is ripped, the horn fell off, and the tail is ripping, and the wings are ripping. There's a whole list of things on this one. Next up is this Soft and Slow cupcake, which I've seen many people saying that it gets defected easily, even though it's super dense. The paint on the bottom is chipping and ripping, and the heart is also ripping off. Next up, I have this, I'm not sure what it's called, I think it's called Milky Girl. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I got this in a Squishy Shop grab bag, and it came a bit defected, so I will take it out of the packaging. It has some paint defects, which don't bother me so much, but it's also really ripped, and I did not squish it that much, so I think it's just because it's so soft. It rips really easily, but I still love this squishy a lot. Next up, I have this seal, which is from Bing, just like the strawberry. And the reason why this is defected is because it was also one of my first squishies, and this used to be my favorite, so I would squish it all the time. It's very, very ripped on the top and the bottom, so yeah. But it's still really slow rising. Lastly, I don't know if you're ready for this. So The reason why this squishy is so defected is because it was my first, like one of, like I think it was my first squishy, and I didn't know it had like, it was like a really like a licensed like good squishy. So of course I just squished it all the time, and yeah, here it is. I'm not sure what they're called, but it's from like the Sanrio collection things, and let me show you what's wrong with this squishy. So it's extremely defected, it's open, it's terrible. So many things are wrong with this squishy, and I'm so sad that I ruined it like this, but I just squished it so many times, and also had a hat, and that ripped off. I squished it so much that I ruined it, but, you know, did get good use out of it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment below which squishy you think is the most defected. I don't think it's even a question. Definitely the last one. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you want to become part of the Pizza Pie, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on the notifications. Yes, it's that easy. And thank you so much for pressing on the video. Bye!